Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today we are talking about Nano Dimension stock and Palantir technology stock. For Palantir stock, we will be discussing if PLTR stock is a good or bad buy right now, or if you should wait for a better entry price. We will also be discussing and looking into what hedge funds are adding PLTR stock to their positions, which could give us some valuable insight. Then we will talk about Nano Dimension stock and why NNDM is currently consolidating in their stock price. But when good news comes out about Nano Dimension or a catalyst like an acquisition is announced, the NNDM stock price could skyrocket in value. Go and press the like button right now on this video for more NNDM and PLTR stock news, and let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a free brokerage app where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies. But right now, you can get 2 free stocks with Webull. You can get the first free stock, which can be worth anywhere from $2 to $250 for just creating an account. And you can get a second free stock, which can be worth up to $1,600 if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit. You will have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google or Procter & Gamble. To get this offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer will not last forever. And without further ado, let's get into today's stories. Right now, Palantir stock is down around 3.76% today, which gives us as investors a great buying opportunity because Palantir stock, ticker symbol PLTR, is a very smart long-term play. In the last month, 7 hedge funds have had a bullish view on Palantir Technologies, so they plan on keeping this stock for the long term. According to the fourth quarter metrics of 2020, a total of 38 hedge funds now own PLTR stock, which was an improvement from previously only having 31. This means as time goes on, more hedge funds are more inclined to buying Palantir Technologies. This is big news because these hedge funds have outperformed the market by double digits every year from 1999 to 2016. So we should definitely be paying attention to when these hedge funds add a stock such as Palantir Technologies to their positions. Some of these hedge funds are notorious for picking up stocks before they explode, which we will get more into that in a second, but this video is not mainly about hedge funds. But you should contemplate why these funds are buying up PLTR stock and why you might not be. Another play to look into would be the Mary J sector, which has huge potential. However, try to be careful. ETFs are normally the best way to play a hyped sector that is waiting to explode, such as Mary J. Now, let's analyze PLTR stock and what makes it so special so we can determine if you should buy or not buy PLTR stock right now. If you can get PLTR stock for around $20, that is an absolute steal in regards to the future potential that Palantir Technologies has, on which is mainly due to the long-term contracts that it has landed with very high-profile clients like the US military and companies like Amazon. Just think, 1 year ago, there were 0 hedge funds that were bullish on Palantir, and now 38 hedge funds are buying it up right now for cheap because they are so bullish on its long-term growth prospects. Palantir is also a relatively safe stock to invest in because of how technologically advanced it is, mainly because of its data analytics, which is very valuable and it gives valuable information to enterprises and governments. Some notable funds that hold Palantir shares besides Cathie Wood's ARK Invest is 72 Investment Holdings, which holds around $687 million worth of PLTR shares. This is then followed by Soros Fund Management, which holds over $434 million worth of Palantir stock. And there is even one company named Blue Ridge Capital in which Palantir was weighted 100% in one of their portfolios, which is an extremely bullish sentiment. It seems that prestigious fund managers are jumping on PLTR stock, which include but are not limited to Cathie Wood, Steve Cohen, John Griffin, Bruce Clark, and many others. People are catching on to the true value of Palantir fast, so it may be in your best interest to act now before the price goes up. Even if you have to weather the storm and it dips even more, in the long run you should be positive overall. Currently, Palantir ranks in the lower half of stocks that are held by hedge funds when it comes to popularity, because it comes in at a 49.2 ranking, so almost in the top half. But as time goes on, we can predict that this will increase because PLTR has already had a huge increase in interest among these funds this year. So PLTR seems like a great buy right now, so if it dips, don't worry about it because in the long term the outlook is great. I think PLTR stock will be worth around $50 to $55 long term, so right now it looks like a steal to buy. Now let's talk about Nano Dimension stock and how NNDM stock could react and is reacting to the global computer chip shortage that you may have heard about. The chip shortage has hurt 3D printing companies because of the supply chain disruptions it is causing them. This is also affecting electric car makers like NIO and many technology companies. This is actually good news for Nano Dimension and NNDM stock because Nano Dimension can literally print these chips, and it shows that a regular manufacturing supply chain can be disrupted, unlike if you had a 3D printing machine that can produce high performance electronics at your own disposal. This just draws attention and it makes a bigger need for Nano Dimension's technology. Because of this chip shortage, Apple had to postpone the launch of an iPhone, and a few gaming consoles had their launch dates pushed back. Even the largest of the personal computer companies cannot keep up with the rising demand for these computer chips, so I hope Nano Dimension takes advantage of this. However, Nano Dimension is far away from producing these things in mass, but the need for their technology is present and the demand is growing. Nano Dimension can show that their machines can solve this supply chain problem and make it to where this would be extremely unlikely to ever happen again, or at least Nano Dimension could market this issue because whoever currently has one of their Dragonfly machines, they could simply print their own chips to get ahead of their competitors. So what price target could NNDM stock reach if this were the case? Well, right now Nano Dimension is around $8.20 and it's predicted to reach around $20 by the end of this year, and in 5 years NNDM stock could be worth around $62 per share. These price forecasts are based on a forecasting system to where the company's trajectory is headed right now. This does not include any new product releases, technology improvements, or approaching acquisitions. To reiterate, I think NNDM stock will reach $25 by the end of this year, and I think Palantir stock could reach $50 or $55. Remember to like this video right now, subscribe if you are new, comment down below your thoughts, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.